rush, no time to think. At first we diving in. So get ready, get up, get ready, yeah.
Welcome to Home Run Singapore, the real estate show where dreams are sold and only the sharpest agents close. In the next 4 episodes, you'll be watching 3 real estate stars trying to dominate the market. I'm Charlyn, your host and mentor. As the founder for Homes in the Lion City, we have closed more than $490 million worth of property. With my passion for real estate, I'm here to guide the contestants and help them shine.
Introducing my 1-bedroom unit here at Inflora under 30 seconds.
My name is Claire and I'm actually known as Lady Claire in property. A lot of people just think we sell and buy houses, right? But actually it's a lot more than that. Like I managed to see through people's different milestones and life stages. So that's something that I feel is very fulfilling. I'm only like 2.5 years in the industry, but just last month, I closed 5 deals and 4 deals are record deals in the entire development. The reason why I'm actually working so hard right now is because I wanted to have that stability that I never had when I was a child. I actually came from a single parent family. Last time, maybe when I shower or whatever, like the water will just stop. Like we have to walk because we don't have money to take the bus. This kind of thing. So it's really like very tough lor. I just really never want to go back to that again. That's the reason why I really want to and need to succeed in this career in real estate. To all my other competitors, I will say bring your best because I will definitely be bringing mine.
Is being an agent hard work? Definitely, of course.
I begin my career literally selling Singapore. Hello, my name is Shawn. I'm 33 this year. I have transacted all types of properties before. Landed property, HDBs, condos, new launches, commercial property, offices, food factories, restaurants. I do not think there's one property that I've not transacted before. I consider myself as an AI-driven real estate agent because I'm extremely logical and extremely numbers-driven. I like to plan things and I like to do my homework, but I came here not knowing what's going to happen. I'm actually feeling pretty uncomfortable, a little bit awkward sometimes. And can I end off saying I hope I won't be too boring in this show?
No, why
No.
would you?
Okay. I think the real motivating factor is my performance. I hope that there will be some curveballs thrown at me. That's my knowledge. I'm really looking forward to see how it goes.
Mari kita mesti tengok dapur. Apa yang anak ni bucu-bucu.
Hi, my name is Nadia Kamsani and I am 46 years old. I've been in this industry for about coming to 5 years. Even though my experience in real estate is mostly HDB, I am not to be underestimated. I can connect and have chemistry with buyers just like that. My family is definitely the main driver for me to succeed in real estate. People always say that, do real estate, you get big money, all that. It's not about getting rich. The money that we earn is to make our children happy, to even prepare them for their future. Because my son diagnosed with some special needs, there was one time he said, "Mommy, when you die, can you give me this house?" I was like, whoa. Yeah, so that drives me even more to work harder and plan, at least spend for the family.
Nadia, hi.
Hello.
Shawn, nice to meet you.
Hello, Claire.
Claire, hi Claire. Are we ready for execution or what?
I got no idea what's going on. So,
Hi guys!
Hi.
hello.
Hi, how are you guys all feeling today?
Good.
Welcome to Home Run Singapore. Today we're at the PropertyGuru HQ, as you can see, and we're going to kickstart this competition today. Every episode, our agents face a new challenge that puts their property game to the test. From stunning city pads to unique family homes, they'll need to impress clients, nail every pitch, and handle whatever curveballs come their way. At the end of each episode, we'll crown the top agent, but only one will become Home Run's first ever star agent in the finale. The prize? A whopping $15,000 worth of PropertyGuru credits. Ready? The real estate game is about to get real. The challenge this week is to showcase a condo to our first buyer. Pedro and Lily is an expat couple with a 10-month-old child. They've called Singapore home for the last 12 years. Pedro and Lily's home is their sanctuary and also a social hub. so a functional yet inviting living space is a must. Are you ready?
Yes.
Great, let's get started. Our agents are ready to showcase 3 stunning condominiums to our discerning buyer. Let's take a sneak peek.
I'm really excited about this challenge because condominiums are something that I'm very comfortable with. And number 2, I really sincerely think that I have the best property for Pedro.
Looking at the profile of the buyer that's coming and the condominium that I'm going to present, there's a lot of match to it. Personality matches the property. I am very excited and I can't wait to really go all out for this challenge.
What I'm gonna do to make sure I get top agent in this challenge is to try my best to share as many insights as possible. I definitely think I have what it takes to win this challenge because I really don't see why not.
Introducing Waterfront Quay, a serene condo nestled by Bedok Reservoir with stunning nature views, modern amenities, and quick access to Bedok MRT.
Hi, nice to meet you. Yes, hello, nice to meet you. Welcome to this unit. So basically, this is a 3+ study unit, and before we actually get started, if there's any questions at all, just feel free to let me know, and I'll just share with you a bit about the house as well.
Sure.
Okay.
Thank you.
So for the owner, right, she actually has very modern taste. So she did up all this carpentry already, and also the TV console because she needs more storage. Are you guys also buying it for own stay?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So all this will be very important for you, especially if you have a family as well.
My first impression of Claire was that she was very enthusiastic, open smile, very friendly, and she can speak at a very fast pace.
My first impression of Pedro and Lily is that they are very family-oriented, and what is most important is really about the lifestyle and also how this house is able to complement their family. I heard that you like dancing, so this will be a really good space for that as well. And also, yeah, if you like to entertain guests, this is a really nice space as well.
Yeah, that's a good point.
This is the beautiful panoramic view of the Bedok Reservoir, and this stack is very unique because it's a premium stack whereby this block only 3 units per level. Usually it's 4 units. This one is the second bedroom, so it's also very well sized. Here you can definitely put a king size bed and a side table as well. And also they do feature a full height wardrobe also.
But I do feel this room is a bit echoey than others. So if you're working from here and taking conference calls, is there something we can do about the echoing?
I think number 1, you can actually soundproof the room. Then second thing is you can open up the windows, then the sound will transmit better.
I think she was a quick thinker to give us solutions where it can adjust to a different space that's more relevant to us.
So when clients give me problems, I actually think it's quite good because they communicate with me what they're looking for, and I'm also in a space whereby I'm able to give them solutions for it. Let me show you the study room, which she actually converted into a wardrobe. It's a very, very good size. This one is not built in. You can actually take it out and you will still get the window view. And your master bedroom, of course, must feature the $1 million view. So how do you feel about the place?
Definitely love the view. Nice tourist space. One other thing is with the floor, I'm a little bit worried it's a bit slippery and hard for our baby to fall over.
Regarding the floor, right, you can actually do the anti-slip option over as well. So that can be a top-up on top of the parquet, so not to worry about that.
For me, the pace that she speaks was a lot of information to digest. I did have to take some time, think about it, and actually envision how it would apply to our scenario.
We were also looking at other properties around the region with similar amenities. What makes this property so special to be less than competitive price compared to the other ones we saw?
So if you're looking about east side, right, in Bedok, Waterfront series is actually one of the best series already. So anything that is facing the reservoir is always a premium and high floor. Second thing, Waterfront Quay and Waterfront Waves are actually the developments nearest to the MRT. And right downstairs, you do have hawker centers as well. So this is also another very important point for livability also. I think he's quite convinced, yeah, because he also did nod and also smiled after that.
Considering the different places we viewed, I do think the answer was a little bit generic because they are also high floor. They do have similar views of the Bedok Reservoir. So that's something I wish I could have heard a little bit more specificity, but yeah.
We still have other 2 properties to see, so I'm looking forward to be impressed and surprised.
Next up, Ridgewood Condominium. Nestled in the prime hall in the area, it offers timeless sophistication and modern comfort.
Hi guys! Hi Lily, hi Pedro. Right, come. Before we start the actual tour, I'm going to show you the best view ever. Come, let's go. So you know we're on a high floor, right? From here you get the nice unblocked view. So we are in the enclave of the landed and also all the other private residential. How do you feel? Can you feel the positive mojo?
Yeah, and I can see so far away. That's great.
Oh, I like the feelings. I am feeling so nervous, but I believe in myself. Okay, I'm just going to enjoy the whole journey, enjoy the house, enjoy the whole vibe.
Nadia's general vibe is that she is super friendly. When you actually get to know her, she's very bubbly, so I really like that about her.
Over here is the dining area. Now, the dining area can fit up to 10-seater. And I know that you love to host, and the kitchen is just here. Remember that they like to host. So the owner actually hacked the wall here so that they can have an open concept so that the natural light can come in from the balcony and over here.
Does it have extraction of air, or the living room is going to just be smelling like food?
They have a cooker hob, alright, which extract the air when you cook, so that's fine.
Just some concerns about the kitchen, cooking, having the house smelling, because when I cook, I burn everything. So
Let's move on to the living area.
she was showing us the kitchen in the beginning, but we didn't have the chance to see it.
Now, you notice the windows? They are so open, you know, you get all the natural light coming in, and the distance between the sofa and also the TV is a good distance. And when you just remove the chairs, remove the carpet, you can do your social dancing, no problem. Yeah.
She knew about our dancing.
Yeah.
Oh, I was deeply impressed with Nadia's turn.
Yeah, she
Right.
got some dance moves.
Yes,
I love it.
she did her homework, and either she's a natural or she was practicing that turn. I was very impressed.
I loved it.
She goes on the emotional aspect rather than the physical first. So they're sold in, you know?
So the master bedroom, you can fit a king-size bed. Look at the ventilation that you're gonna get, the same view as the living room and also the dining area. And over there, you can actually have your own work desk. But maybe you want to consider another room being your office space.
Show me.
Yeah, let's go. This room can be your office space. Yeah, you can work from home. You can do your assembling of computers. I heard that you like doing that. Yeah, and the unique thing about this room is that you have another exit to the kitchen.
Full circle.
Yes, you're going in circle. So if you are thirsty or you need any food, you can just go by the back door. Not a problem. Yeah?
This is quite nice.
Nice, right? So when you are standing here, you can feel the whole aura of the house. It's so positive, it's so bright.
We were looking at other properties around the region with similar facilities and area, and
Yep.
this one seems to be coming at a premium cost. What
Definitely.
makes it
Because, okay,
the best choice?
the location of this area is because it's in District 10. Okay, it's nearer to the city. And of course, if you look at the layout, you do not get this kind of layout anymore, especially when you look at the newer condominiums. The size for 4-bedder, 2,002 square feet, definitely is something that you cannot get anymore. And that's why when they try to en bloc this condominium, it has always been unsuccessful. I am very satisfied with my answer to Pedro.
I think she had her speech prepared for the property. I don't particularly felt that tackled it. It was the default answer as why this is a good place to live.
Sometimes it's not about the technicality, sometimes it's about the warmth. And I think I got it with Pedro and Lily.
And finally, the Fort at Holland, a chic, newly renovated freehold condo in prestigious District 10.
Welcome to the unit.
Thank
How
you.
are you guys?
We're good. How are you?
Good. Maybe we'll start by talking about the location, because I think when you purchase a property is important, not just purchasing inside of the unit. So just 300 meters across our development, that's where you'll be able to find your amenities. My objective is to really understand what Pedro and Lily really wants in a property, because before we sell the property to them, there's a lot of assumptions on what we think they want. This house has a modern contemporary design, right? And I'll show you guys where exactly were the changes done so that you're able to maximize the space. So this is the living and dining.
My first impression about Shawn was he did feel a little bit nervous.
One second. So I'm going to stand here.
But he was also very technical, so he was very good with the details.
Originally, this was supposed to be where the fridge is.
Oh.
right? And we have an island. So this was actually removed. And all the cooking is actually focused at this area. So if you have any heavy cooking, you might not want to dirty the entire house, right? That's where this synchronized sliding door, right, is going to work very well for you. Right beside the kitchen, you have a nice space. It's a utility space with a storeroom and a WC.
Okay.
Are you guys working professionals?
Yes.
Right? So this is the view that you're gonna get, right? This development is actually surrounded by good class bungalows. So what that would mean for you guys is, number one, you get a very low density area where there's very little footfall. And number two, these are all permanent. So you don't get changes and you can actually confidently buy the place without worrying about any change in the
that's
future.
great to know.
I think some specifications you guys need to know about this property is the size. So it's actually 1,141 square feet. This is the first common room. What's important is that you have enough sunlight coming in. The direction that this room is facing is actually the northeast direction. So what it means for you guys is that you guys get enough light, but not the heat. And for the master room, one very important point for you guys would actually be storage area.
Yes.
Right, so you definitely have enough wardrobe space for your clothes, maybe sometimes even for your luggages. And it's nice enough to fit a king-size bed, and you still have some space for tables at the side.
I really appreciate that Shawn knows every detail about the house, but throughout the viewings, I've learned that I do need that personal connection, and I do need that warmth and a little bit of friendliness from the agent. It was something very new that I've learned about myself. What does this place stand out about? What do you think that is special about this place?
That justifies that premium.
So in terms of the price point, actually the guide price is $2.6 million. The size of this house is actually 1,141 square feet.
The curve for the pricing, the question was why is it more expensive? But this, compared to your surrounding, is cheaper. So he knows his numbers.
Van Hollen is also a freehold property, so we have to use that as for an apple-to-apple comparison, right? So Van Hollen is actually going for about 3,001, and that's just the starting price point, right? So it's actually 14 years younger.
The financial breakdown is something that I think I can also get from somewhere else. I think I would have appreciated if I can get something a little bit more customized for our scenario. If he was able to answer that part, it would have been really the sweet spot.
So have you guys done your loan assessment?
Yeah, we've done it through PropertyGuru with one of their financial advisors, so I think we're settled.
Sounds good. At this point, do you have any questions for me?
No questions from me.
I'm good as well.
Yeah. All right, so what's going to happen from here is probably in 2 days, I'll follow up with you guys, and then we can see how we can move forward from there. As buyers, both of them have a poker face. So it makes things a little bit harder to guess what is going on in their mind.
Out of the three, there was definitely someone that stood out, and we're really bought in.
Static person, so actually it still looks good. Yeah, I mean we are commanding a premium because she renovated the place.
For sure, for sure.
Oh, hello.
Hi, Charlyn.
Agents!
Hello.
You guys did an incredible job.
We did?
Yeah, showcasing the condos to Pedro and Lily. I've heard their feedback. Starting with Claire. You have very good rapport with the buyers and very good knowledge of the unit itself and the development, the surrounding areas, and all the competition that was in the Bedok Reservoir area. When the buyers asked you questions, you answered it really well. However, I felt the showing went on like a Shinkansen.
So basically, she hacked all this enclosed kitchen to make it an open concept kitchen, and she also did up island and light installation. She also did up all these storage as well.
It was really fast, and that's what the buyers felt too. Perhaps some pauses in between to see the buyer's reaction going forward. Next, Nadia. You had an awesome opening statement. It was really good because it secured the buyer's emotion. And many times, a buyer's decision is not a practical decision, it's an emotive decision. So that was really great. You also shared info on the development, the surroundings, and your en-bloc views. You asked them how they felt, again leading back into their hearts. And you did your research on them. You built a vision of how they could live in that unit. However, when they asked you about the kitchen ventilation, I felt you could have shared that there was a wet kitchen, they could have done heavy cooking there. So yeah, maybe work on more knowledge of the floor plan of the unit and how it's laid out and what the unit has and does not have. Shawn, you were very well researched and it showed through when you answered the question the buyers had on the pricing of the comparative units. I also liked how you asked questions to understand them better. That being said, the flow of your showing was rather choppy. You asked the questions and the facts and figures were kind of interspaced sort of randomly.
You can sit up to nine people, right? And by the way, where do you guys work? Are you guys working professionals?
It would be great if when you ask them these questions, you could also use their answers to be more relatable to them. So that's the feedback from this challenge. And the top agent who will receive the first offer letter is...
Let me do my thing. Way too much, no time to think. At first we diving in, both hands up to the sky again. And we live it loud, scream like nobody around. It's what it's all about. So get ready, get up.